45 minutes to the gym. Been going out further to do my squat and deadlift training to a better gym where I can actually fit enough weight on the bar. No plastic plates and bullshit like that. Mother's Day today. Went out to breakfast with my mom. All you can eat. Really fucking full right now. I do not like to train on a full stomach. Really tired. Hard to keep my fucking eyes open because I just woke up from a nap. But the gym closes at 5 today, so I'm heading out tired and fucking cramping even though I'm hydrated. And just fucking exhausted and full and mopey as shit. No excuses. It's the day of the week that I'm supposed to train. Doesn't matter how I feel. I'm gonna go give it my all. That's what you guys should be doing too. As long as you're not hurt, go and beat it up. Make sure you're hydrated and shit and get it done. Here we go. Alright guys, doing rack pulls. Started in an odd position here. If you notice, the bar stays out in front of me. I locked my legs out and had to fight it on the way back, which is why it was so hard. I feel like I got about 905 in me off those. It's a pretty low position. I feel really weak from there, so I might actually be somewhat stronger from the floor. It's probably like 4 or 5 inches from the floor. These I do for strength right below at and just above the knee. Really good for posterior chain, hamstrings, lower back and stuff. Did these beltless. I believe that is $4.95 for 20. Probably had like 30 with that. Go up to $5.45 next week. The problem was, after doing the rack pull that got away from me and these, what ended up happening was, by the time I got done, I was just fucking exhausted. My central nervous system was like kind of fried from the rack pull, and as far as muscles go, they were pretty beat from that. So you're gonna see me do a deficit deadlift here next with 565, and it's slow. It's really slow. You actually see shaking at the top when I go to lock it out. I believe right after that, I said that's what they call being tired. Right here, rows. This is how I do rows. It's 405 for 20. Really exhausted by now. Really beat down. You'll see like a lot of more motion in my body and stuff to help me get it. Again, beltless. Trying to do some beltless stuff right now. Strengthen up my lower back and abs and stuff. Pull-ups. People ask me why I do these. They feel very natural for me. They're very fluent. I can't do nearly as many reps when I do them strict, so I get to go heavier and a more natural movement for me for more reps. So basically, it's just better overall. Bringing my knees up works my abs a little bit actually, and like isn't so bad. It just makes the whole thing feel pretty fluent and good. That's why I do them. Yeah, I could use less weight and do them stricter, but I do less. They don't feel as good. I don't train as hard. And honestly, they're more injury prone for me when I don't use the swing. It's just harder on my joints. These dumbbell rows, if you notice, I kind of keep my forearm back behind me, almost like I'm about to do a kickback with it, and I let it come down pretty far forwards for like a good stretch at the bottom. That makes them harder for me. I can obviously go very heavy on dumbbell rows, so I try and use obviously the heaviest weight I can, but I try and make the exercise a little bit harder for myself by doing them like that. That way I don't have to do like 40 or 50 reps or something just absolutely disturbing using bad form. Some shrugs. Been doing shrugs lately just to build up my upper back and stuff a little bit more. Seems to be working well. I think this is $4.95. I did like 30 something reps with it. Of course, by this point, I'm like really exhausted. My back is fried. My lower body is fried, you know. Not a big believer in really heavy shrugs, for the record. Back extensions, obviously at this point, just like completely dead. This is how I do them. Normally I would hug the plates a little bit closer to myself. As you see, I kind of curl them at the bottom to keep them from hitting the floor. If you hug them up to your chest like you're doing a row, it's actually even better. But I forgot to do it this time. And leg curls. If you notice, I have a really bad range of motion on these. That's because my hamstrings are starting to cramp. You can actually kind of, it almost looks like you can see it in my leg. My lower hamstrings are like really in a lot of pain. Actually, it almost felt like injury prone, but it wasn't. I could tell it was just from like beating on my body more or less. So those just look terrible, but I did them anyway. And here we are finishing up with calf raises. I didn't record everything. I did a few more sets of back extensions and leg curls and stuff like that. But that's the gist of it. That's the workout for this week. Next week I'll go a little bit heavier on other things, but keep more or less the same training style and just keep working on reps or adding weight or something like that. Thanks for watching, guys.